have begun.
Well, that's great. Well, today many people have asked me to do this by popular request. We're going to be going through the people I can beat in a fight. We've got a long list of 22 people and other things just which I fancy to fight. And I'm joined by Rafi, and we'll be going through hopefully the first 11. I'll type in the music command. So I don't know. Oh, I have destroyed everything.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, we'll begin this. I mean, Rafi, if you're ever going to say anything, like hi.
Sorry, I'm still wheezing a
Oh, yeah, I demolished his stomach earlier, so.
bit. Yeah, got in a fight.
We're going to begin with Link from Breath of the Wild specifically, because let's be honest, if it was like Toon Link from Ocarina of Time, I mean, even if he has like an incredible grip strength, I would just completely destroy him. And we're going to look at this as like S is like I have no chance of destroying them, Rafi has no chance of beating them, and F is like I could do it with like one hand. And so C would be like a fair matchup because it's green. Anyway, now when we think about Link, the thing you need to know about him is with a weapon, a bow.
This is Link from Breath
Like-
of the Wild.
Yeah, with like a bow or a sword or a shield or a Sheikah Slate, you're just no chance. But this is just a fist fight, and Link is 1.2 meters tall in Breath of the Wild, which is 4 foot. He has pretty stubby arms, and if you take his shirt off in the game, which I'm sure everyone's done, or maybe that's just me, and sort of look in the camera, he's not very well built, and he's also stamina-wise, he's terrible. You can like swim with him for 20 seconds. So I feel, what do you say? I reckon if you just get a few good hits on him. I mean, he's got health, but he doesn't have the stamina to keep on attacking. So I feel like and I mean, as he can't even attack without a weapon, I think with just using his brute strength, I don't think there's much in it for Link. So I say we put him as a D.
D.
He's
I feel like he's
yeah.
F tier.
Well, no, well he has the advantage. He's pretty quick. We don't really know what he can do without a weapon. But I mean, just looking at his anatomy,
I think we should do E.
he gets like 2 lines for his chest, no biceps, no core at all.
I think
He
the most
ragdolls
biggest
really easily.
weapon mastery rather than mastery.
Yeah. That's why you got to be so precise with the parrying stuff. Okay. Let me cross that one off the list and do the next random one. Okay. The TF2, the Team Fortress 2 engineer, the heavy. Wait. I don't know who the engineer is. I've never played TF2.
Have you done the
You just
heavy?
told me to do it. I've done the heavy. I've only researched for the heavy. The heavy is 200 kilograms and 6'5".
Why
So
is he the heavy?
I don't know whether the heavy uses weapons or not.
He has a mini gun fit.
Well, what's he? If he's 200 kilograms and that height difference, I'm like 5'8". Rafi, you're like almost 6 foot or something. I don't know. Okay, sure. We just know that because I haven't seen you in a long time, so I'll take your word for it. But I don't think I can beat a man who's 200 kilograms. I mean,
He's got as well.
yeah, that's what I say. He's got big arms, so I think he's got not just size. Using any like methods to take down bigger people like judo or something, even then that's going to be hard because he can just you grab onto his arm and you won't be able to reach him because his arm span's so big.
No, to add on top of that, he's pretty thick as well. So I think
Yeah.
use him. I think he just wouldn't understand.
Yeah. Well, if we put the heavy at an A tier, because that means like S tier is I couldn't win in 100. A tier is like maybe 1 in 100 I might be able to win, or like 1 in 50 chance of winning. I reckon if I did 50 matches against the heavy, I might win one of them. I think. I've seen a lot of shit posts with him in. He goes down if you hit him in the balls, he goes down pretty quick. So.
Oh yeah, he's got some big balls for a big man. That's a good point.
It's a bit of a weakness. So.
Yeah.
If we say the heavy is an A tier fighter.
I'll put him in the A tier.
That's just because there's some other people who I think outclass the heavy. Why is that in black?
Oh.
Okay, next up we're going to move to some IRL people. Now, one of our friends, Chuck Neve, also known as Charlie. Now, Charlie, the thing is, he's a very specific technical fighter. You see, Charlie, he's going for the. I don't know what he's going for, but he seems to tell me a lot that he goes to the gym, which isn't. I don't know. Maybe he's got that cardio, but what I think he's small. He's more petite, I'd say.
He is a gym rat.
He's very but he's not strong. But what he does have, his fingernails are so sharp. So I mean, you could just knock him out, but like, I think his fingernails make it a little bit harder than just a complete F tier every time. So I think we put him in with Link because what is it? He's like 5'5", 6, something like that. He's not very tall.
Yeah, I reckon. The thing is, if he gets a scratch from him, you might put him down in the knee. Yeah, it might be that. Just like.
Yeah, well, you see, okay, well, for me personally, I've got siblings who always used to scratch me, and I used to have hella long nails. So my hands, unless. Yeah, I don't anymore. I thought they were just disgusting, and it's not worth it for guitar, really. I can keep them a lot shorter. Anyway, they're basically resistant to being clawed. I could stick a pen and stab it into my hand. It wouldn't hurt. It would hurt, but it wouldn't draw blood. I've had that before, so I'm gonna insist that Charlie Neve is an E tier fighter. No, it's not too difficult, really.
I think that's
All right.
put him in there.
Do you want to go with Luke and Martin? Now, how should we approach this? Should we approach them as like let's do Luke and Martin as a 2v2. You spelled his name wrong.
No, he likes being. Yeah.
Oh right. Well, Luke and Martin, let's approach it as a 2v2, me and you versus Luke and Martin, because they come together, don't they?
Yeah.
So Luke admitted that he was 5'5" on the group chat a while ago, which surprised me. And Martin is like my height, I think. So the thing which Luke's an F tier, I think.
Well, no. Let's reevaluate that because Luke has knocked me down before.
That is true. He did get a one-hit KO on you. Yeah.
If Luke's cornered, then he will fight back. He's definitely not an F tier.
Yeah, he's got Luke's got a second wind. You can knock him down, and then afterwards he's got a brief moment where he can keep on fighting and deal some major damage.
But it's sort of like, you know,
Critical
How
hit.
to Train Your Dragon, the really greedy one, Hiccup. I suppose he's like a berserker. Reminds me of Luke.
All right. Well, yeah, but he is very easy to down. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And he's very easy to grapple because there's not very much strength there. And if it came to it, you could crack him like an egg, sort of. I think that's a fair judgment.
Okay then.
Martin, on the other hand, now Martin has told me that he can do. He said he could do 20 press-ups, and I was like, okay, that's cool. And then he said, yeah, not in a row. And that's what I don't get about. To me, how many you can do is how many you can do before, without taking a break until you basically collapse. So I don't know, but he is trained, and also we've got to take into account he is a well-known fighter, in year 6, I think it was year 6, he did bite a girl in a
Not
fight.
just that, but he eats some pretty nasty stuff. You know, he likes eating year-old moldy humus or whatever. So it's probably
Yeah.
some bacteria.
Oh yeah, definitely he's carrying bacteria. And also, if it comes, he's got the distraction factor. He can lift up his hair and just show his forehead, and you won't know what's happening. You'll be dazed, and then I feel like he could get some few pretty good hits. And he knows the theory. When we were going to attack Luke once, he knew the perfect pin on his arm, how to pin it like down and force him into the ground. He knew that. But I'm most afraid of his bite, so I'd say Martin is a D tier fighter. And also, he carries his father, just his father's intimidation. He's very scary. You wouldn't want to mess with him. And he is the Rat King, and I'm terrified of rats. That's my one weakness. All right. Now we're gonna go to Goku. Now it is an interesting one, considering there are like 3 series of Dragon Ball, and all of them he would have beaten us, even as a child. I'm fairly sure, except from like the first episode. But I watched some Dragon Ball Super earlier. I saw Goku versus Jiren, and no, I don't think he is 5'9", so you have the height advantage over him. But then he can do like 1,000,000 press-ups in a second on like heavy gravity or something. So
yeah, but like, how clever is he? Did you get him?
I don't think he's that clever. I don't think he'd want to fight you. I think he'd acknowledge you're weaker, and so I don't know. I think he'd probably let you knock him out.
Well, yeah, if you manage to get in close to him, like, how impervious is his skin? I know he's like super strong.
He can take like, he's been like nuked. He was nuked in that fight pretty well. Like they forced a Sun Kamehameha onto him, and he didn't burn up or anything. And he's ultra instinct. I'm fairly sure he could just go there and you couldn't hit him, and you just tire yourself out and die of fatigue. I think that would be the strat Goku would go against a normal person if they really wanted to fight him.
There's a bit of an F tier, though. Is that what you come to?
I'd say put him at an S tier. Yes.
Oh, not F?
I think it was a bit silly putting him on. But then again, he is 2D. So you could always just punch the
real.
TV. Yeah, he's not real. No, well, neither is Heavy. So you could always slam your fist. The second you break the electronics, which is carrying him, he's dead. You can't beat him. If you're reading manga, just tear him in half. Dead. So yeah, for that, put him F. He's an F tier. Now, yeah, he's a bot. I think we should do me, you, and Jim Stacy 2.
Oh, yeah. So Jim Stacy,
Right.
He's quite a mysterious guy.
Yeah, no, oh, well, actually, I'm a huge Jim Stacy 2 fan. You can follow him on https://jimstacy2.twitch.tv or something like that.
Yeah.
He streams on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays in the evening. Very entertaining. However, he said he's different and that he does work out quite a lot, very strong, and that he is an alpha. So, as we don't know him, though, I did hear his brother screaming as he was working out deadlifting, so I'm not sure. But yeah.
Stacy's an unknown. I mean, he's got the fame, brother.
I think as he's an unknown, you don't know what's going to hit him, and then he might bam, he turns out to be like a karate master, or he hits you with something unexpected. I mean, he'd probably have you laughing and very entertained for 3 hours before the fight, and when you're least expecting it, he drops you. So I'd say put him in at an A tier.
Yeah, I think S is like too far because he could just be like a really weak.
Yeah, but as we don't know that, and from what we can decipher, he would be a very challenging and very intimidating opponent. Alright, well I said we were gonna do you and me last.
That works. First,
So yeah, I'll do versus you. Versus you, I'm not too confident in that matchup particularly. See, Rafi, you just said you did boxing and taekwondo. So that's that's quite challenging for because I mean, if you didn't do the boxing, then that'd be, I don't know. I'd say depending on how long I can last, I got to get rid of your legs. So either use a dodge and block, something like that. But I feel like that would tire me out. So I'm gonna try tire your legs out. Going with the old low kick, break your legs strength. Not really so, because I can't. Legs are really powerful muscles, but I could make it so like your feet would hurt. I just stomp on your toes when you're not looking.
well, recently I feel like you've got like more explosive strength than me. However, I'm
Well,
still
that's
confident in any sort of
You cut out. I couldn't hear you.
Oh.
What did you say?
I was saying, but like recently I'm confident that you are more explosive strong than me now. However,
Well, that's the thing. I've been training. We've only done matchups in like press ups, sit ups, and pull ups. And so for that reason, those are the only things I'm good at. Like, so I can do like 100. I can do like 150 sit ups. I haven't done pull ups in a while, so you're probably better. But
no.
so I can keep on going, but that's more of a endurance rather than stamina. That's like how much my muscles can do before they collapse, rather than running, for example, which is stamina. But I'd say you're a B tier, and you can do me. But I don't know. I feel like yeah, a B tier you are. I know the taekwondo makes it hard. At first, I thought I could do a thing where I outstep. That's unkind. I would sort of step out of your kick, put one arm round like your leg, one arm round your neck, and then the obvious thing for you to do is hook round the head or a punch in the head. But I can take punches to the head, and then
I don't know.
and then what I would use some like sort of judo knowledge, which would suddenly come to me. I would sweep your remaining leg, and then I would, because I've positioned myself, I'd fall onto you, and you'd take all the slam onto your shoulder, and that's your boxing finished. You're just in pain as I've fallen on you, and I've got you in a pin. But then I think you probably wouldn't fall for that, to be perfectly honest. Why am I a B tier? I wouldn't win against you
Well,
most of the time.
no, that's why I say it's probably like more 50-50.
However, I have been practicing bridges, which isn't something I'm very good at, or I wasn't. Like gymnast bridges, so I could get that. So if someone was on top of me, I can like push up with my hands in really awkward positions. So I thought, yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, that's very specific.
Well, I'm sort of thinking, well, I would just need to. I think in like if the battle lasted long enough, I would have to then come out and I don't know. Well, I don't know what I do. We'll,
If I'm honest.
I think you'd just be able to end a fight too quickly. With taekwondo would batter my defenses down, and then you could just finish with a punch. I know.
I'll do my best.
Yeah. Because that also puts me in a vulnerable position. Because if I like lean over to catch your leg, and then you just punch me in the head, I mean, I don't know how many of them I could take.
I reckon you get killed.
Yeah, you did tell me about that. Well, I got a pretty sweet right side kick, left back kick, right flying crane kick combo.
Oh,
You get many XP from it.
One.
But it was very much low, sort of below hip there. I mean, I can get my kicks reasonably high, but I don't practice them too much. I don't know.
Well, I think that concludes it for part 1. Who would win?
And if we get 1,000 likes, I'm joking. We'll do the second video, and then afterwards we can record ourselves doing this duel of the fates to see who wins. That'd be epic.
Lol.
Yeah. Well, once PP virus is over.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna go play guitar now. So, see you later, and have a great time. Bye bye.
And guys, in the next episode, we call it. Alright, so yeah, you and take care. It's not a recording for you. Any you. Yeah, bye.